First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Donald gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, Fitzpatrick.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 6.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Donald. He's going to go up top again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Donald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A very long attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. On the return is Henderson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
There it is. There it is.
Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this goal? He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some...
Devontae Parker, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Donald dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. To throw again. Donald. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A 6-yard gain brings up
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Back. Now here on EA Sports, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Donald, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of the're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. Yeah, they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Certainly appear to take them.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Donald steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Sloman for the extra point.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Back to the air on 2nd down. Donald, and that's caught left side. It's Woods. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 3 from the 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
44.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Malcolm Brown, the ball carrier. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalties
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Fitzpatrick. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember the rules. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Howard.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running with Howard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well.
And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever.